Hey everyone, it's Morgan Yates, and today I am here bringing you guys my top 10 life hacks for saving money in college. And this is like my second money saving video in a row, but like, who does not love to save some money, am I right? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below letting me know what other money saving life hacks you guys have for college or beyond. And also let me know if maybe you hadn't heard of any of these, if they're gonna help you out this coming semester. I'm also gonna have my Twitter and Instagram linked right here and also in the description box so that you guys can follow me elsewhere if you would like to. And also please go check out my vlog channel. I've been uploading a lot over there lately. Just a lot of fun things going on out in LA and a lot of fun things to come in the fall. So I'm really excited about everything I have going on over there. So that's it for this intro, keeping it short and sweet. Let's go ahead and get into the money saving tips. All right, life hack number one. One of the most expensive things that you're gonna be spending money on every single semester throughout college, especially around this time of the year, is your textbooks. I swear teachers just like try to like make you broke and require like literally, I've had classes that required 8 books. That is absurd, and that is one class. If you're in college, if you have ever been to college, then you know that this adds up. So my tip for saving money with your books is to shop on Slugbooks.com. I'm super excited to be partnering with them on this video to bring you guys this tip. Basically how the website works is you just take the ISBN number of your book. It's like that really long number, it's on the back of all of them. You just copy that number, paste it on Slugbooks, and it will pull up all of the cheapest online sites where that book is being sold, and you can right there on one page compare all the prices and make a really informed decision about where you can get the best deal. When I was looking at the website, I know there were books that were normally $300 that were only $10 on the website. It's insane. It's actually like dumb to not check the website, you know, like it takes 5 seconds, and you're probably gonna end up saving a lot of money that you'd be spending elsewhere, especially if you shopped at your campus bookstore, because fun fact, buying your books at your campus bookstore is actually the most expensive place to get them. And I feel like, especially if you're going into college right now, you might not know that. I did not know that my first semester freshman year. So I just found the deals with Slugbooks to be mind-blowing, and I think that like with all these life hacks, it never hurts to try. I'm gonna have the link below to that website if you would like to go get your textbooks and save some money there. Life hack number 2 has to do with your meal plan. And the life hack here is that you do not need as many meals as you think you do. I swear, back when I was going into school, I calculated, like broke down like how many meals I was gonna eat there every day, and like, which was not realistic also. And then like multiplied that by everything, and I'm sitting here thinking I need like an unlimited meal plan. No one needs an unlimited meal plan. What I would do, especially if you're new to college, you don't really know how much you're gonna eat there, is sort of like calculate out how many times you think you're gonna eat there, find that meal plan, and go down a size. Because what happens is as the semester goes on, my conspiracy theory, I swear the food just gets worse. Like during the period where you can like change your meal plan, they like throw you all the good foods that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna eat here every day. And then like, I swear it declines over time. And even if that conspiracy theory is totally false, I promise you that you're going to be getting tired of the food as the semester goes on. I know like every single semester, like it's just a decline of how much I eat there. I start out eating there a lot, and then I go down, and I cook in my like dorm, and I like go out more, which is also doesn't save you money. But if you're not gonna eat there in the first place, then it is saving you money because you have this meal plan that you're not using. The meal plans cost a lot of money, so make sure that you're like being realistic about how much you're gonna be eating there. And again, even if you're like convinced that you're gonna eat there X times a week, you will not in the long run. So always downsize on your meal plan and you will be saving hundreds of dollars. Life hack number 3 is also another dining hall life hack, and it has to do with sort of like getting the most out of your meal plan, because you are paying for those. And when you break it down by meal, like dining hall meals are expensive. Like they're honestly more expensive than eating out. The life hack here is to take snacks to go so that you're saving yourself money later throughout the day. You know, at my dining hall, you could grab like 2 pieces of fruit. You could get a to-go box and like fill it up with however much you wanted, and then take that with you, and that can be like your dinner later. Just like pop that thing in the microwave. Just like realistic advice, if you know you have a sweet tooth and later that night at 11 p.m. you're gonna be wanting to like walk and get like some froyo somewhere, it's better if earlier during the day you just like grabbed a couple cookies on the way out, then you're saving money. So be practical about your eating habits, and you're already paying for this overpriced meal plan, so make the most of it. Life hack number 4, I just touched on this in my previous video. If you have not seen that, I'm gonna have it linked here. It was how to travel as a broke college student. So again, more money saving tips, but student discounts pertain to every aspect of your life in ways that you don't even realize. If you watched the other video, I talk a lot about how they can pertain to travel, but even just day to day, you get student discounts at some restaurants, believe it or not. Did you know that? You get them at the movies, you get them at a ton of clothing stores. I swear, since graduating college, I use my student ID now more than I did when I was in college, which is a huge mistake, because especially, I mean, I don't know, you don't think about it, or at least I didn't think about it that much. So I seriously recommend, like if you're spending a day going out shopping, write like student discount on your hand so that when you're checking out, you remember to ask if the place has a student discount. I was just shopping a couple days ago out here in LA, and I was at Topshop, and I was like, give me the student discount. And then I was at Express, and I was like, give me the student discount, and I saved a lot of money. And additionally, I RIP, had to buy a new MacBook. And even though it still was so expensive, I used my student ID thanks to my girl Sandra. I saved literally like $300 on my MacBook and all the adapters I needed to buy. And then additionally, I don't know if this is just like a current promotion, but if you buy a laptop, so if you need that, you get a free pair of Beats with a student ID. So that was a huge money saver for me. Life hack number 5 is to, especially if you're in like a little college town, unless you go to like a super small school, then you're probably gonna have some sort of public transportation, or if not, you can most likely, if your campus is small enough to not have public transport, then it's probably small enough to be able to walk everywhere. So my tip is to always just walk rather than like paying for an Uber. Or for example, like my freshman year of college, we couldn't have cars on campus as a freshman. So my friends and I would literally take the public transportation bus from UNC down to South Point Mall, if you're familiar with the area. But public transportation saves so much money, and I feel like it's not something you always think of unless maybe you're already from a big city. So if you're moving into a college town, check out the buses, highly recommend. And if it is a situation where maybe the bus route doesn't go where you need to go, or you need to take an Uber, if your town is big enough, then they probably offer Uber Pool, which basically means that you may or may not have another person either already in the car or pick them up on the way. And basically you're just sharing the car because both of you are going on similar routes, and it's going to end up to where your Uber price is about half the price of if you're doing an Uber X. Life hack number 6 is to limit the number of times you're going to eat out monthly or in a week or whatever it is in advance. That way, whenever the time comes, you're gonna have like different friend groups and different people popping up left and right wanting to go out to eat or wanting to go get ice cream or whatever it is. And if you sort of like set your limit in advance and plan ahead on what you're gonna do rather than making spontaneous decisions every time someone asks you to go out to eat, you're gonna save a ton of money just to have that already like budgeted out, know how much you're spending. And also when you are eating out, something that me and my friends in college relied a lot on was this app called Hooked. I don't know if it's in every college town, but it's for students. And basically just local restaurants on this app, they'll have like hourly or like daily deals at like pretty much every restaurant in Chapel Hill they had them at, and it's only for users of the app. You just go in and like scan your app. We saved a lot of money using that tool and sort of planning our meals around where there were good deals. So a good thing to look into, see if your town has it. Life hack number 7 is to, whenever you move into college, again, my freshman year, I feel like I overdid this every single semester. I'm still overdoing it. I came to LA for a month. I packed my whole life. So you're probably gonna move into college and bring way more clothes than you actually need. So my life hack here is to sort of go through a month or two and then sell all the clothes that you haven't worn yet for that season. So there are tons of apps, I'm sure you guys know a lot of these, where you can just go on there and sell your clothes, and that's gonna be an easy way to make money. You'll have extra spending money, you'll have extra money to go out to eat. You're just selling things that you didn't wear that are just taking up space in a closet that is probably already way too small. Life hack number 8 is to make your own coffee in your dorm room. You can get yourself a nice little coffee maker, not too expensive, and in the long run it is gonna pay for itself because getting coffee out is so overpriced. I was really bad second semester senior year. It was a really like unmotivated time for Morgan. I feel like that's how senior year is for absolutely everyone. So when you're getting there, look out. But for me, a motivator to get myself to go to class was that I was gonna stop at Starbucks on the way home every day. Thankfully, I only class 2 days a week, so it wasn't that bad, but still, that's 2 days a week, and then probably at least another time or two that I was stopping to get coffee and buy that out, which is so expensive. It adds up so quickly. You will save so much money if you just make your coffee in your room, and I know that's so much easier said than done because I swear coffee always tastes better when you're buying it from somewhere else. But going back to the dining hall tip, fill up your coffee while you're at the dining hall. Again, you're already paying for that meal, and then you'll have your coffee, and you're not gonna have to stop somewhere and buy more later in the day. Too expensive of a habit here in America. Life hack number 9, this one involves a high level of commitment, but if you are really trying to save money, consider being an RA. RAs always get paid and or are getting free room and board, or at least very discounted to stay in the dorms. So again, this is a huge commitment because you're gonna have a lot of responsibilities, but it also does look great on a resume. It's great work experience. There are a lot of benefits to being an RA as well, and the biggest one, at least in my opinion, is that you will be saving so much money on your housing. Rent's expensive, so it can be worth it. And life hack number 10, this one might not sound like a life hack, but I will explain how it is, and that is just go to class, do your work, try hard, pass your classes. If you're like, Morgan, why is this a money-saving life hack? Well, let me tell you. If you do not pass your classes, then guess what? Then you're gonna be paying extra tuition for your summer classes. Or if you're graduating like a full semester or year late, that's an extra semester or year in tuition, which is overpriced, in rent, which is super expensive, and in textbooks, and like all of the expenses of a regular school semester, you're just adding, even though you already paid for them once because you like didn't put in the time or the effort to pass those classes. And I'm not talking about when classes are actually just like impossibly hard and you can't pass them. Like I'm talking about when you don't put in as much effort as you could and as you should. Not passing is probably the most expensive mistake you can make, and therefore trying hard and putting in the effort is the biggest money-saving life hack that you could really make in college. So that's it for this video. Please give this a thumbs up. Comment below letting me know if you've already gone back to school, or let me know what grade you're gonna be in if you're in college or otherwise. I have some super exciting videos coming up. Got a big old haul. Got a collab with Janine. I got a really big collab with 3 girls that's gonna be going up soon. So there are a lot of videos on the horizon to look out for, so make sure you turn your notifications on so that you're notified whenever those come out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Saturday.